My name is Digitabus, and welcome back to episode 11 of We Who Are About to Die. In this episode, we left off at a bit of an odd position, not having any shield or weapon in our hands. So, we are going to try and correct that now. Last episode, we did try to hold a shield and a sword, but because of an event, the shop prices are now 50% extra. But we do have a many versus many fight here, where we can do a luck of the draw, and we can go in without weaponry. But because we do want to try and keep these weapons, we'll hold them for now and see what we can do here. I'm not going to heal up this time around. We do have enough for now, and we should be able to win this next fight without too much of a hassle. So let's... Okay, also we cannot place any bets. Once again, because of one of the events, most likely. So we are going to just have the fight here quickly and see how we do there. There's a 1v1, level 8. Obviously that's 2 above us, so we're not going to do that one. Slightly more money, but we do want to do this luck of the draw. Alright, let's venture forth here and try and win this fight. Right, I see a sword and a shield right over here. Let's run there and grab it quick before they do. And we are in a much better position than our one opponent there at least, as well as the second. But he did manage to get around our own defenses with a very sneaky attack. But we are going to be able to rectify that shortly. So let's just get him here quickly. Try and save our ally there, just so we can have an easier time killing the second man once we are done here. If he would stop blocking us. But he seems to be getting quite lucky in such regard. Let's just give him a little bit of stab there, and we missed that completely. Block to our right, and hit him in the head again. Alright. Our ally seems to have done a good job there, a much better job than what I was doing on this side, but he's going to be helping me right now. There goes our shield that we were wanting. Never mind. And we managed to win that fight. It would have been nice to have had any bets there, but we couldn't place any this week, so we shall try again next time. We will get the stamina skill this time around, as we always do need that. We did heal up to 100, a bit more than what we originally had, so they now are informing us that the items they kept for us are now still there. Let's see here. She wants to do a statue image, which will cost us 3,000 gold. We're not going to do that, as we like our gold. So we'll purchase the... Just make sure, yeah, yes. We'll purchase the weapon. Keep that in our hand. And the shield. Alright. We are in a bit of a better position than what we originally were. There's a bit of sword over here, but we should be fine for the time being with this one. So we aren't going to heal over there. Let's see what else we have here to purchase. And we don't have anything that we can afford because of our low reputation over here. So we'll just purchase some training again. And we shall venture forth once more. Let's see what we have to work with here. I don't really want to do this fight. Only 960. And it's a many versus 1, spoils to the victor. And let's see, a luck of the draw. Everybody goes in without weaponry. Ooh. And we don't have enough fame to try and reveal this one. So do we try our luck? We're level 7 already. You know what? I'm gonna try our luck with this one. Let's first see what kind of bet we can do here. 4 kills, we cannot do that. 3 dismemberments, we're only against 2 opponents. Okay, so what we will do then is none of these. And we're not going to take our chances over there. So let's do this luck of the draw here. Everybody goes in without weaponry, and we'll try and find better weapons than what they can use against us. Okay, I do see some good weapons coming in, if I'm not mistaken, or if I remember correctly, this character here was fairly good at one-handed axes, so we'll try and find one of those if possible, as well as a shield. Here's an axe here just to my left. Grab that quickly, and we'll run in. This is the first shield that I could find, so I'm going to grab that. And he has a toothed hoe there. Alright, we'll just let them attack each other wildly a little bit, just so it'll make our job a little bit easier. And I want to try and keep them both away at the same time. Our increased armor is now coming into play, thankfully. There we go. And this little shield is working against us a bit here. There we go, upside the head. Once more. Alright. We gotta learn how to block with a small shield. Otherwise it may be the death of us over here. There we go. The amount of damage these guys have taken, one of them should have gone down by now. But none of them are. There we go. Nope, never mind. Thought that would have been the case. Let's try and get him down. It's not working. Attack from the other side. Okay, let's move over to the side here. Oh, come on. Right, there's a one down. I'm pretty confident of being able to beat this one. Oh, shit. Okay, one more hit would be able to take me down, so I want to try and get him. Shit. There we go. Almost dead on my end, and we've taken him down. And chopped him in half as well. Alright, that was a bit of a scary one, but the money that we got out of it was very much worth it, in my opinion. So let's hope the Scholar doesn't charge us too much. I'd rather get this one here. We do need the fame, primarily for upgrades. So let's get this one. And we only recovered 17 health at the end of that match. So what we are going to try and do now, with our newfound fame and money, we'll get this upgrade here, so our health is increased a bit more from the Scholar, or the Physician. So we will purchase this one here, which we didn't need fame for, and we'll look into buying this one here shortly. Before we purchase anything, let's just see what's in the shop for us to buy. One-handed axe. It's a new helmet, which we don't need right now. We could do with it, but because we are a little bit short on cash, all things considered right now, we're not going to do that. So what I'll do is I'll purchase the Scholar upgrade over here. Healing price is reduced by 20%. We'll purchase that, and we'll get a few more health increases. That'll leave us with 1,000 over there. Let's first see if we need to place any bets. What do we have here? 2 dismemberments, 2 kills. Let's first see here. Many versus many. It's quite a high level, so I want to try and avoid that. A 1v1 level 7. It may be worth doing that. It's 3.5. And we are going to avoid that one, as the last 1v2 almost destroyed us. So what I'll do here, okay, we cannot afford another heal, so we'll try our luck and win this fight without dying. Right, again in one of the quite grand arenas. We'll move forth and try out our new weapon, which we never got to try at the last match, as well as our shield. Seems like he's going to be a bit of an easy character to beat, but once again, every time I say that, he has a flagger, and that can get around our defenses every single time. So there's a certain, if I remember correctly, there's a certain distance that will be best to block him from with the flagger, so he can't really get around, or block further around than what you would used to be, or used to. There we go. Let's hit him with the overhead, block him from that side, and hit him. Okay, it's not exactly working out in our favor here. Alright, I wanted to aim for his head, but didn't manage that. Shit. I don't really want to lose here to such a weak-looking opponent, but it seems like it's going to happen. There we go. Alright. We left ourselves in quite a hard position once more, having now to heal up from almost being dead. We did get quite a large amount of gold there, but we also got our scholar upgrades, so that is going to help us out in the long run. 2000 to our next character, or 200 axe skill. I don't really use them, so let's try and upgrade our next character. Urgent repairs to the... Is that our weapon that we just bought? I think it is. Yeah, so our weapon got heavily damaged in that last match, and we had to do some emergency repairs there, which cost us 300 gold, somewhere along the line there. And I just noticed now it does 25% extra damage against unarmored parts, so we'll try and attack those as best as we can. He has a left arm armor for 2000. I think I'm going to leave that for now. The reason being is that we do need to still heal up. So we're just going to spend 2 more times there. We don't need to... We can do extraordinary now, because we do need the better gear, and we are earning a bit of money here. So what we are going to do is check what we have available to us first before we spend any extra money. Spoils to the victor, get to keep whatever weapon or shield that we get out of this. For 2-1. Level 10, 1v1. And a level 9, 1v many. So we would want to try and get the more money, so we'll just go for this one here, but let's first check the bets. 2 dismemberments, win within a minute. I'm more confident of getting a kill in this one here within a minute than this one here, as it is a little bit of a later game, and we're not using a weapon that is very much skilled in yet. So let's obviously place this bet here, so we can win within a minute, and we're not going to heal up this time around, and spoils to the victor, we get to keep whatever weapon and shield that we take out here. So what I'm thinking is we'll purchase this here, we'll take the shield off, yeah. So my logic is that we take a shield out of this match and we can sell it. Let's try our luck here. We do have 3 other people to back us up, so we can also try and get extra cash this way. Alternatively, I could have left both my weapon and shield, but I at least want something to attack this man with. But this is also the first time I'm trying this strategy, so let's first test the waters here first, and then go from there. Let's just run around here and see if there's anything else available. Doesn't seem to be the case, so we'll just sneak along here and attack him where we can. Oops. Alright. our friends do seem to be dancing around him a tiny bit. We just want to avoid that spear of his. Come on, take his attention, please. Yeah. Let's try and do an overhead here. No. Overhead. There we go. There we go. Hit him for 15. And again. What we can do is try and get that shield of his, actually, now that I think about it. As it is looking very nice. Let's move in here and hit him once more. Hit him for 6.1. Yes, I know, crowd. You are very unhappy with us, but there we go. So, I'll pick up the shield and see what we can do with it. Right, we obviously won not within a minute, minute 08. So that's a little bit disappointing as we lost 1,000 gold there, but maybe we can make it up by selling this shield. We'll get one free repair possibly there, and we gain 2,000 for somebody that is very kind to us. We can sell that for 1,385, but we will keep it, I think. At least for the time being, we're not hard up for cash, so we'll keep it. Let's see what else we have available to us in the shop. Nothing too much. We still have a few free rerolls, but we don't need it right now. And we could try and reroll for a better helmet, which we may need to do soon, but not right now, as our durability is a little bit low on it. We are 1 or 2 over 111 in terms of health, so we don't exactly need that either. This time around, we're most likely going to try and do some training, which I forgot to do last match. Let's first see what we have to work with here. A wild card for 5,000. Might be beneficial to do this one. It's a 3v3. That's better than trying to do this one here with a small amount of payout. Let's first see our betting. Get 2 kills. Not worth the risk, as we lost 1,000 gold the last time. We just got lucky that somebody paid us some extra cash. So we will then rather spend some of this money on training to get that stamina even further up over here. And we shall enter the fight. Let's make sure we have our shield on. Yes, we do. And let's go into this fight. Let's see what opponents we are up against. Hopefully it's nothing too hectic, but our allies are seemingly quite good compared to us, at least the one right there in the front. There's a man here without a helmet on, so we would want to try and hit him, but he is the man with the flagger again. Not the same man, because I think we beheaded the last one, or dismembered him in some form. But I'm glad he doesn't have any helmet, as we can do that. This man here, we will try and get him, one of them at least, because, okay, they did kill one of our allies, but we are winning here with this weapon. There we go, just get a sneaky hit in there for only 1.1, and block him here once more. Let's do overhead, cracking down on him. This weapon that we have here doesn't seem to be extremely good against armor, unless we hit them in a very specific way. So let's try and do a bottom swing. Yeah, I tried twice, but that didn't work. Don't know why. Or at all that my hits aren't hitting, sorry. Let's see what else we can do here. Just do another downward swing and a sideways. Block the side and hit him in the head again. Oddly enough, we managed to get 3 decapitations in this match, which is rather uncommon. Okay, we got 5,000 there. And yes, we got some more health up, so we don't need to spend money on the scholar. Let's see what else we have available here. Our shield is still fine. Our weapon is getting slightly damaged, but we did get a free healing token here for quite a large amount. Let's first see what helmet is here. There's a slightly better helmet here. Stamina regeneration is a lot lower for only 2% extra armor. So I think we'll skip on that. There's a slightly better armor here as well. Let's take a look at it. But it's not really worth it again in this case. So we will not re-roll here. We could try and purchase this helmet here. Padded. Is weak against blunt weapons. Oh, it's not weak against blunt weapons. Okay. So that might actually be beneficial to us. Let's purchase this, as it is a massive upgrade to what we are currently using. There we go. Okay, that is very much worth it. We are looking quite scary at the moment. And we'll open up one of these here. We'll keep these items here. This way you can sell. It's barely anything anymore. And have a look here. No, we are only having 376, which we can actually try and purchase training. 3 of them. It's not a massive amount, but it will do. And let's see what we have to work with here this time round. A 52 and a 15. Okay, obviously we can't do that fight. There's far too many of them. They do start attacking each other after a little while, but it's not going to be useful to us, as we did struggle against 2 earlier on. So we'll try and do this fight here. It's a level 11 against 1 other opponent, and he is a spearman. So we must just be careful of his distance when we do attack him, but we do get a little bit more extra money here from him, so that shouldn't be a problem. Obviously we can't do any bets because of low cash. Okay, once we start getting to this arena here, I always seem to have a hard time in these fights. So let's hope that curse doesn't follow us along in this life. Right, fairly geared man, running basically towards us. Ooh. We are missing his head there. We did manage to get a sneaky hit in. That was a perfect opportunity to attack him, and I whiffed twice. There we go, in the head again. If we can get that helmet off, that would be amazing. So we'll keep trying to do that. Ooh. He didn't do that much damage to us, so I think our armor situation is extremely good. Maybe he hit us in the head. Shit. Let's go overhead here. Got him for a small amount. Alright, let's move a little bit back here. Move forward and hit him once more. Okay, obviously his right leg is a little bit more unarmored, but because of the way that he stands, I cannot target it so well. So I'm going to try and hit him a bit more here. There we go, there goes his helmet. And we will now try and target that as we do 25% extra damage to that part of him. There we go. So he has been taken down and his head lays behind, well, besides his hand. Got a large amount of gold there once again, and a large amount of fame. We'll get our max HP up in this case. And we seem to be getting a full amount of fame. Oh, it's got 7,000 for that match. Okay. So that's still quite a large amount. Let us go ahead with that. You lose favor with Valerius. Valerius, I think, was the pouch. So we may end up getting a little bit less cash at the end of the day. Let's pay 400 to get the healing here done. And what else do we have here to work with? We could try and get a leg armor here for 34%. I think it would be worth it. Let's just make sure we don't have anything else available to us. This one here would be not as good as what we're currently using, so it's good against piercing damage, but we should be fine in purchasing the left leg here. Where did it go? Over there. Okay, so we are looking quite dapper there with the extra leg armor, and I think we will sell this one off. No, we'll keep it around for a while, in case we do need the extra cash at some point. We don't need money right now, so we don't need to sell some of our fame. So we'll just go over here and see what we can do. There's one here for 3 dismemberments for 2,000, or 4 kills for 2,4. So let's bear that in mind as we look what matches we have against us, or for us. Nothing worthwhile, so we'll go with this one here for the larger amount of money, once again. And a lot of this winnings goes to our next character. So let us do that, if possible. Okay, we're in the cursed arena again, so we'll just be wary here of what our opponent is using, as by the time we get to this arena, the opponents are extremely fast in the attacks that they do. But he doesn't seem to have very strong armor, and no armor on his chest, so what we can do is we can try and stab it, as well as his head, but he seems to be quite a big pushover here. Let's block over there, stab him where we can. There we go, and we have taken the man down. Alright. So we have gotten a large amount of gold there. Your scholar takes its cut of 106 fame. There is our explanation of what is happening there. So that is fine. And yes. Let's see. Here is a better piece of armor. It's a lot stronger than what we're currently using. More stamina regen degradation. And it is paired to the one that we're wearing now, but this one here is a 55% upgrade compared to our 42. So I think we will purchase this one, keep the other one in our inventory once again. So let's do that. Or we could purchase this right arm armor, which I think will be the better bet right now. That's 65% as opposed to our 18. So I think that's a bigger upgrade than the other one. So let's purchase this. Swap it out for the other one that we had here, which we can also sell off when needed. But we will not do that just yet. Let's just make sure on everything here. And maybe do a little bit of training. But first, let's see what we have to fight with. There's the pouch we can fight for. Survive with 80% health, or win within 4 minutes. That will happen, most likely, regardless of what we are fighting here. So, okay. I was contemplating this one, it's not really worth it. So we'll do the 1v1. Yes, definitely the 1v1 for the host of -26 rather than the pouch for who has 9%. So we did want to do a little bit of training where possible. So we will do 4 training there, just so we can get our stamina regen ever so high up. Alright, let's do this fight. Once again, we're in the Linolian Theater, but our last 2 fights went here quite well, so we're not going to harp on the curse too often anymore, unless something bad happens in this fight. Let's see if we get lucky here again, where he is slightly unarmored, but doesn't seem to be the case. His weak point would be his helmet right now. Okay. It's quite fast with that spear of his, so we're just going to try and deflect it and hit him in the head. Or go underneath and attack that leg of his. Okay. Let's just keep hitting him back here. Our armor does seem to be deflecting a lot of his damage, as well as our shield. So I'm happy where we are right now in terms of damage. Our weapon is going to break soon, so we may need to find a alternative here very soon. I don't know why we didn't check our durability on it. We are trying to do that, crowd. Shit. There's an axe we can use, there's a sword over there we can use. Let us grab that before our weapon breaks. There we go. I thought he was going to attack me when he lifted his spear up there. So we kind of ignored him and lost the opportunity to hit. There we go. We just need to get in and hit that helmet, or that head of his, that is now helmetless. Getting slides. There we go. Let's keep blocking here. Right, he lunged at us with his shield, so we didn't manage to get the hit there. Come on. Block his spear there a little bit. Hit him in the head. Come on. I don't know where he's running off to. Don't know what that was about. There we go. We have decapitated him. Let us pick up our sword once again, just in case there was a stipulation where we couldn't. And we'll try and repair it at the end of this fight, as well as getting another one. Another weapon. Oh yes, I forgot that we had to win in a certain amount of time, actually. So at least we managed to do that. We have ranked up once more to Aspired. Definitely get... Okay, I was about to get the stamina skill, but we're going to get the max HP. And he takes his cut of the fame. Yeah, we gained 2000 fame there. And he takes these cut as well. So what we'll do is... Let's unequip this sword. Open up another auxiliary. And... we do have another sword here. Which is arguably better than the sword that we originally had, so it is a bit of an upgrade, but at the same time I do want to repair it, just in case we have or hit a bit of a snag. We'll pay 400 to heal over here, and we will pay, or use our free token to heal that sword of ours. Okay, our armor here is quite damaged as well. But I don't think we can... Let's first see. Maybe we might have to take a chance here somewhere along the line and heal that armor at the same time. Okay, what are we up against here? Linolian veteran. Or... Maradonian. It doesn't say that he's a veteran, so... Does that mean it'll be easier to fight against? Let's first see here. 3 surviving allies within 5 minutes. Well, either I'm going to win in 5 minutes or I'm going to die in 5 minutes is the next plan that I'm going to do. So I'm going to drop off this armor here so it can get repaired. I'm currently not wearing any armor, as there's nothing in here. And I don't think I'll be able to purchase any, even if I sell all of this. It might not be viable to sell anything right now either. You know what? I'm going to take my shield off as well. This is actually a very bold and scary move here, especially so late in the game, but if we can pull this one off, it'll help us in the long run. So let's try our luck here once more. Alright, we seem to be fighting in a massive stadium this time round. I'm going to try and turtle up as best as I can here to avoid him hitting my chest. And possibly sacrifice my right arm in terms of damage. We do have a whole bunch of shields there dropping for us, but it looks like he went for the exact same strategy and also not having any chest armor on him. So we will use that to our advantage and try and stab it. Okay, he seems to have gotten the groove of hitting us exactly where we don't want him to. Stop him from hitting there. Okay, that worked out in our favor now that he did that. Thank you. Come on. I think we might be being a bit too aggressive there, but it worked out in our favor. There we go. Okay, I started to sweat there a little bit, but as we were riding this whole run on that one match, and it seems to have paid off for us, sort of. I'm seeing another red thing there. How far? Okay, I think this gets our stamina up. Minus 35% health, we can just spend money on that. I think they didn't heal up everything, which is a shame. We did heal up our shield. We do have a bit of cash, so let's try and get another... Okay, this is quite worrying. Even our helmet is now damaged. Let's sell this leg armor. Let us try and make a plan here. See what we can do. Would we want to try... No, we'll put this helmet on as a backup. We'll use one of our free rerolls here to try and get any chest piece of armor. Let's just check something here. After your next match. Okay. So basically what I was looking at there is you can pay the scholar to try and secure 3 to 5 items of the requested type to be present in the shop after your next match, but we are needing this right now. So we are going to try a couple of times here to get any sort of chest piece. I don't want to waste too much. There's one here for 7-8, which is I think the same as what we're currently wearing. It is, but this, the only difference is ours is impressive. Let's first see what we have to work with here. A level 15 fight, that's far too high to what we are needing. Pit fight, level 15, and a level 12 wild card. Spoils of the victor, get to keep whatever weapon again. Are we going to try this once more? I don't know if it's going to be worth it, but we could get some more cash out of it. So let's... Even this here is damaged. Okay. Trying to make out the best plan here, which doesn't seem like it's working out in our favor. So... do we take the shield off and try and get... try and get a weapon out of this. Wait, is this also a luck of the draw? No, that spoils the victor. Oh, okay. No. I'm very much contemplating this one. What we can do is... I don't want to sell the shield, so we'll sell the arm wrap. That nets us just shy of what we need, but that before we can spend, let's say, 2,000 gold here. I get 780. So we can get this chest piece. I'm a little bit more happier with that. Oh. And I bug it up here. Okay. I would have liked to heal it up once more, but I don't think I'm going to try my previous strategy, as well as we do need cash to try and fix up these items, which we don't currently possess. Obviously, these fights here are going to be far too hard for us, level 15s, whereas we are only level 12. So let's go with the wild card here. We can't do any bets again, as no money is available to us. Okay, regardless of what this man looks like, we should be able to win this fight. So let's see what our allies can do here first. Let them run in. He does seem to be pretty damn fast though. Let me just target him now. Almost pushed the wrong button once again. There we go. Hit him in the head. Only dealt 8 damage. Come on. His left arm is, or right arm should I say, was unarmored, but he went down fairly quickly as one of our opponents, or allies, sorry, had a flagger. We didn't get a lot of gold there, but it should cover us with some of the issues that we are trying to get sorted out. Okay, we don't want a statue of us, as we don't have enough cash for it. Anyway, here's another chess piece. Looks quite nice, but nothing really that we are needing right now. We don't need that either. So our plan this time around, we did heal up a tiny amount. We are wanting to try and do the repairing of our weaponry. So we'll take this here. That'll net us below 1,000. So we will then try and purchase another heal. But yes, I think we are in a bit of a better position here. So hopefully, let's move these along here. I don't know if it works that way, but let's try and get those repaired first so we can start using them once again. And yes, I shall see you guys in the next episode where we try and work out which kind of fight we are going to do next.